Well, hello, hello. And here we are again, indulging a little horrific storytelling. So, as I recall, we were recently approached by a gentleman who works for our cousin Tabitha. Or rather, does now that her mother is no longer with us. The plot thickens. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Wayne trying to make me leave just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Well, I mean, I guess. Brave. Heck yeah, Fantasy. We've got your back. Hey there, can we help you with something? You guys know of a guy named Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Now, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? The name on his jacket, just like yours. So do all of our jackets, but if I switch with Isaac's, that don't make me Isaac's. No, it's gotta be him. There's no way he's dead. You really think he's running around town, creeping on strangers and ignoring his friends and co-workers? Seems more likely to me that somebody took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in his clothes. The miners stand in silence for a moment, considering what they just heard. That's not possible. That's ridiculous. This is messed up. One moment, please. Something seems off. I apologize. There we go. That'll give me a better perspective. I apologize. But who would do something like that? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes, do you think... No. No way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her... charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who is Wayne seeing? Whoa now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp's nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. You know what, I could press, but, you know, consent's a thing. No means no. I will leave it. Good. Anything out of the ordinary lately? Weird how? Knocking in the mines? I don't think so. Can't hear crap down there. Weird animal sightings? Strange question. We don't exactly get out much. What does that have to do with Wayne? Odd noises in the woods. Nothing but screech owls. People getting sick. The boss looks out for our health. That's all on that front, thanks. Anything else? You know, I'm not going to ask about Tabitha, because that is their boss. Thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Let's pack it in, boys. Back to work. Should we check in? I Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. Hey, Trey. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. Let's meet back up. Cool, we'll meet you by the van. I feel guilty not bringing Tabitha in on this, but Tabitha's not been the friendliest towards me, and I don't know how to feel about that. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here? We should call Oscar. Let's handle that after we catch up with her. Okay. You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point toward a nearby mine. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it in a secret, or as a secret hangout spot these days. Ghost Tracks, San Antonio, Texas. Okay. Oh, Gretchen. I love Gretchen's sweet face. Aww. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out on my risk-taking years. I never did anything like this. Yeah, I would never. Okay, maybe I've poked my head in there a few times. Well, let's get in there before someone gets hurt. Oh, you know what? I don't like this at all. Can Gretchen stay outside? Gretchen, stay outside. We can go in. I should point out that I've come to the conclusion, everyone, that I, myself, and everyone in Scarlet Hollow may die as long as Gretchen lives. Whoa, you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Fantasy and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Oh no. No, no. Oh. You know what? No one knows where we are. This might be a good thing. What is it? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Also, why do you know about this? What the hell are you doing at my mines? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. You know what? I don't want to leave them in there. They know what's going on now. I called you as a courtesy, but I'm not going to wait around. That seems really mean. I don't like any of these options, really. Well, it's not really a courtesy. I guess I'll have to go with the truth. I called you as a courtesy, but I'm not gonna... I swear to God. I'm sorry, but my mind's made up. You take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to investigate the maze of corridors. Hey, you made it. I told you would. I just called, or wanted to make a quick call and give Tabitha the 411. Are you kidding me? I don't know how long it's going to take for this to get through to you, Fantasy, but that woman is not to be trusted. Well, what matters is the gang's all here. We'll find Rosalina in no time. Press on. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in the thick clouds around you. Hi, Zana. Even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Jeez, it's cramped down here. Does anybody else's chest feel tight? I certainly can't say I'm one for dark and stuffy places. This place seems much more suited to a cat, if I do say so myself. Oh, Gretchen. Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be. And this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners. Or should I say the minor miners? Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. Oh, please, Trey, I would love that. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I can't believe you'd come down here on purpose. Yeah, it was part of my ghost hunting phase. Geez, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Stella pauses as a sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? That's why I called my cousin. Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. I gotta admit, yeah. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. Say, what's the big idea? Yeah, we're sleeping here. Shut the light off, you noisy bastages. I am so sorry for my companions. Stella means well, I assure you. I love that I can understand animals. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm curious as to where to take that one. I know you posted some things, I just haven't gotten around to going through them and compiling. So backlogged, I apologize. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. I'm sure you're quite worried about me after my behavior last night, Fantasy. But don't let that interaction be assurance that my temper is most wholly under control. I wouldn't dare venture away from the safety of Stella's arms in a horrible place like this. Good, Gretchen. You be a good pug. You stay there. You be safe. In fact, get out of the mine right now. Just go. Get out. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You, holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry. I'm just a little on edge. Kanika stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was death. Of that I am certain. That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? We should hurry and find Rosalina. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those sounds are Tommy knockers. Okay, no. Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking around out here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distinct sound of a can being opened. Okay, now that wasn't Tommyknockers. It came from this way. Follow me. Follow Stella. You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing in there? What the hell are you doing in here? You creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted Neko, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. You know, Fantasy's feeling sassy. If I wanted Neko, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? I'm 15, you loser. Who even are you? That's Fantasy, Tabitha's cousin. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he has a right to worry. Why the hell would you think about hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we're going to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca, it is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can't be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves and worries about you. He's not really asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Young pups these days. Absolutely no respect for their elders. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Most of the teens avoid eye contact. The quiet one in back tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays. And Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. No, it's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school Oh. I'm going to try to put a few pieces together here and assume that perhaps her and her brother here lost their parents to a mine collapse. And this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to screw around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika. But if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere no one's supposed to bother us? Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little safer? Or, I'd love to help you all sort this out, but can we maybe not do it in an abandoned coal mine? Oh, and what are you, an expert on mine safety? They only abandoned this place because there wasn't enough coal left to bother digging anymore. My dad told me, and he's an actual foreman at the continuous mining facility, so he knows what he's talking about. Wait, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Yeah, it's about to collapse, isn't it? Correction. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow. Wow. It looks like smiling or being happy is painful to her. What? Oh, crap. Oh, hey, Tabby. Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best that she's here. Do none of you understand what a boarded-up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. And that would be Bug. Mad that I'm fawning over Gretchen and not her. Let me give her a few pats. Oh, poor Bug. You're okay. Oh, come on, this place is way sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane. Cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally mature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Wow, like daggers. Just daggers. Do you see those daggers? Aw, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in the situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it's entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha, tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? My Stella can't possibly be sad with me around. How absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad. So what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Oh wow. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell me where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. Oh no, this is about your house being haunted, isn't it? No. What the fresh hell is this? That is the best thing I've heard Tabitha say all game! Oh my god, did my dad tell you that? Actually, Pixel told me. My cat. It's a long story. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think he can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that like bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Oscar actually invited us to check it out when we saw him earlier today. It could make for a fun, non-abandoned coal mine-related activity. Just throwing that out there. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish you'd be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. Ugh. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might still have some actual character. Whew. That... Oh, okay. Exactly, Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. There we go. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, like, ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of my mind. Oh my god, Zane. You can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. And Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black-lunged or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear! Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I don't know what this is, or I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella! I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? She does kind of have a bit of a death wish. I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along, too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Keen eye. You hear something over the sound of Stella pleading with Kanika and Tabitha. Something like shuffling of feet on stone and whispering of mischievous teens. You turn back to see Alexis and Becca are gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Rosalina, what are you doing? I don't know. What am I doing? Wait, what? Rosalina, don't go in there. Becca and Alexis, stop trying to get us all killed. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna hang back. Ugh, I knew you weren't cool enough to hang out with us, Rosalina. Come on, Alexis. We'll be have more fun without her. Oh, alright. Are you kidding me? Rosalina, what were you thinking? What were they thinking? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and, like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Ugh. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Yeah. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. It's probably for the best, dear. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we'd already be done with this little mess. But no, there just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? Good call, Zane. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Huh. I don't know if I should point this out on stream because I might get demonetized. I'll keep it to myself. Becca shouts back from the other end of the tunnel. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been in here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Also, sorry, Rosalina. I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever. Come on, Alexis. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where the tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them. And I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah. Do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mine. Except for you, Fantasy. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure. I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time is up here. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. What about you, girl? Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Maybe I could help you get Becca and Alexis to leave. Don't make me ask you twice. They'll be fine, Rosalina. I think your dad would kill me if we let you stay down here any longer. Okay, can I at least wait outside? Yeah, we can wait outside together. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton, too. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. Ugh. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. Alright, let's do this. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Excuse me, I'm a formidable and self-sufficient monster-hunting companion. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. Yay, Gretchen's safe! I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Sorry about that little delay. Tell Alexis I'm sorry. Kanika, Miles, Zane, and Rosalina head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Venture deeper into the mines. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of a conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha's really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't let her boss us around. Aw, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Oh, hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. I like that River Runner video. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of... What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? and has 2 horns, and 2 thumbs, and red skin. This guy. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice. Is that an actual thing? Is that? What's Meat Rice? Okay, apparently there's a famous person named Meat Rice. No, it must be a made-up company. Okay. And I make plenty of ads from... or plenty from ads and donations. Sad fantasy noises. I mean, okay. I don't want to take sides, so press on. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. I really don't like that knocking. Calm down, Alexis. It's just mind sounds. Did you see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Becca, I swear I saw something. Hold on a second, please. Okay. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. I would like to explore, but time is of the essence. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As we progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the youths, their panicked arguing echoing down the pitch-black corridors. Becca, we need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. This is plenty fun. I bet you're only saying that because you want to hang out with that dorky crush of yours. She's just an 8th grader. Becca, this isn't about Rosalina. I know you can hear that knocking. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes to the chamber below, and it sounds like they're still down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright. Let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Follow them down into the pit. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Hey, kids! Oh, great. The adults are here. Thanks, Alexis. Real nice. Becca's needing to feel like you're better than other people, so important to you that it's worth being buried alive over? What? What are you talking about? Give me a break. The whole time we've been down here, you've done nothing but tear every single person around you. The only people who do that are people who are afraid of themselves. Leave now. Whatever. This isn't fun anymore. Fine. We'll leave. Thanks, Fantasy. Whoa, good job. As Becca and Alexis move towards the ladder, the black chamber before you draws your focus. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd. Distant. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. You find yourself stepping towards the black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force. Hey, are you alright, Fantasy? What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. What in the Sam hell is that? Oh, jeez. Fantasy, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure, and then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm getting the kids out of here, and then I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon. I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Those look like minor ghosts, honestly. And if they're coming to extract revenge, I'm surprised they waited this long. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. You can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling, as if they were being struck by invisible blows with each knock. They're all that stand between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? I remember you diving towards me. Did you know something might happen? I've seen horror movies. You look like you're about to wander off and get yourself killed. I didn't want to let you out of my sight. Not down here. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell's up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder. This way, come on! Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who's spent her entire life working in and around coal mines. Follow her. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, then you've slowed down by the cramped corridors and winding passages of the mine. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. Push through. And there it is. Freedom. Really hope Stella got out. You and Tabitha managed to squeeze through the entrance of the wall, walls of the mine just come crashing down. Okay, cool. And apparently I'm a pro babysitter. Holy crap, you're okay. Thank God. Everyone's accounted for. Everyone lived! Yay! That was a surprisingly close call. We all could have died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. What did you just say to me? I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your two-faced bullcrap. They didn't almost get us killed down there. You did. Uh-oh. 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 There we go. My mouse died for a second there. And now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else you can. It's just the cherry on top of this whole crap show of a friendship. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? That sounds a lot like... victim? No. Enough. No playing the victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina has made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never wanted to go into that stupid mine. It was your idea, and we could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't shown up, we could have been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can. Screw all of you! Should we go after her? No. Let her have her little tantrum. Did that feel good, Alexis? Finally telling her off? Yeah, I guess. Ugh. She's gonna be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for a week. Maybe a month. Maybe the rest of my life. It's okay, Alexis. We don't need her. What do we do now? Now I drive you two home. I've already texted your parents, and I'm sure they're worried sick about you. Rosalina and Alexis duck off to the side as an exhausted Tabitha approaches your group. I'm going to get in my car, and then we're going home. Tabby? Tabitha leaves the active mind without another word, and you're afforded a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kanika. First, the visions. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Are you sure it wasn't just auto-suggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Fantasy and Tabby had, like, simultaneous seizures. Next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. The entity's in the mine. Okay. The shadows of dead miners. I saw something down there, like the shadows of the dead miners. They were right behind Stella just before you all left. Did you not see them? Whoa. I didn't see anything other than you in that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark, abandoned coal mine. You might have been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Stella... Everything that happened down there centered around the main chamber, where I saw the carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about that cult stuff you mentioned earlier today. But this thing felt old. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. If anyone really sure of anything, they fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. Ditchlings. Do you think it's over? Maybe the ditchlings were here for the kids. I'd say that's grim, but at least no one got hurt. Maybe you're right. Maybe you averted whatever disaster the ditchlings were here to foretell. But I feel like what happened in the mine raised more questions than it answered. We still don't know anything about Wayne, or about what you actually saw down there. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Hello, Olivia. Right? We sure dodged a bullet, didn't we? Yeah. Thank God you noticed them sneaking off. You were incredible down in the pit, too. What happens now? It looks like Tabitha's back. I better drive those kids home. Come on, let's get back to the estate. It's been a long day, and I need it to be over. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Fantasy? Excuse me? Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. See you tomorrow, guys. You can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to the car. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what might lurk behind the tree line. How are you holding up? I've been better. Sorry about today. It's fine. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? You can try, but I don't know that I'll be a good shield from the horror. It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history there, or... No. Now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. You know what? Ride in silence. I will not push her. I want her to crash. You once again cross the threshold of the estate. The musty stench of the decaying mansion greets you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but at least nobody got hurt. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Turn in. You collapse into Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Kanika sent a message to Stella. And you. Y'all, these are those things, right? Oh, crap. Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. That's not good. I saw them again, too. So that means that the disaster is not averted. WTF! These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Oh, nope. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see those shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall, and to the visions that are parted upon you. Excuse me. I beg pardon. I may need a moment here. Ugh. There we go. Begging pardon. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. Don't read into this. The woman kicked me out. Just want a warm place to sleep. It's It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. Demon. Demon is a very broad term, but yes, I do fall under that classification. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Oh, this is not promising. This is worrisome. Why is the light on? What is Tabitha doing? Oh. Am I exploring, or is this a vision? Uh-oh. This is the end of Episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed, if you dare. If you'd like to continue with this world state in Episode 3, please save your game now. Continue. I suddenly trust you less. I'm gonna pet the cat. I don't blame you. Would you like to see a recap before starting Episode 3? Yes, please. A full recap, if we could. The long-lost cousin. The bad news. The 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet. Your cousin's mother and your aunt seem like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely assembled, whatever. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floor has been known to give out. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain. Rot. Decay. Come on, you whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. Uh-oh, my mouse has died again. I think it might be the battery. One moment, please. I would put it in be right back mode, but I can't click anything. I will be right back. I apologize. Begging pardon. My horns are a little tall. Well, hard to reach, actually. You dive forward, your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. Dang it! Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure he doesn't get in any more trouble. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they're a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Make yourself at home. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend. Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. And if you like talking, I'll be all ears. I see you're a private person. I respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she isn't answering my texts. And I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it'd be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous. We promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. This is Rosalina taking off with Candy and going into the mine. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. I don't know if I can be climbed on, actually. After that collapse killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Also, why do you know about this? What the hell are you doing at my mines? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe we can hang out here wherever. Was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering a foot in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives toward you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Fantasy, are you alright? You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance. Sure. At the end of the walls of the mine come crashing down. Holy crap, you're okay. Thank God. Everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse into Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carvings on the wall, and to the visions that departed upon you. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall, and to the visions... Oh, wake up. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of the last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Let's take a shower. You step into the guest bedroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... Sybil's warning. The worst is yet to come. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry off. Time to start your day. check the closet. How long have you slept in this room without actually realizing you shared the space with that doll? Hopefully it doesn't get up and move while you're not around. Pick it up. You pick it up to examine it more closely. It foot reads, property of Alexandra. You put it back and close the closet behind you. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. A different you might have been taken by this view, drifting into fantasies about how you might have tidied it up and enjoyed tea by the fountain. But a lot has happened since you first arrived in the town. Sleep tight. You turn back to the guest room. Message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. What's the game plan? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Head downstairs. You've done everything you wanted to up here. It's time to start your day. Who's this? You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. You know what? Banana chocolate chunk, that is a mood right there. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-haired woman, or headed woman, busies herself trying to be tidy as best she can. Vile woman, destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Bonjour. Sacre bleu. Do not think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of the bed last night. I still despise you. 3 humans at once. This is abhorrent. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I to bear it? Hi, Show Suck. But I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I see. Talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit in the head last night? You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. I think so. To me, they kind of are. Hi, I'm Fantasy. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations, or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Organized chaos. I like that. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Fantasy. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are 2 completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha. What with everything that's Janie. Well, I mean, there's no need to comment if you don't want to. I'm glad you watch, regardless of whether or not you comment. Comments, of course, do provide me an ego boost and encourage me to keep going, but no pressure. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Hey Tabitha, how's it going? There was a massive mine collapse on my property last night. I can practically feel the whispers of unionization already. Good. 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 Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Oh, don't worry. Your English is fine. Far better than my attempt at whatever language you speak natively. Don't worry. I'm fairly open here. Oh. I have two kitties. Beerus and Rambo. Very sweet. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening. So you're coming with me. Yay, cousin bonding time. Do you know what the word bonding means? We're not bonding. This is punishment. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging everything. Or anything. I'll know. Kitties are amazing. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Fantasy, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone getting out of this situation all right. What do you do with the rest of your time? Oh, odd jobs mostly. Weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. My husband's the pastor, so a lot of my time spent at the church and doing things for the community. Poor Daniel. He's been going absolutely stir-crazy since we moved here, with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Of course. He's always ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by the church anytime. His door is always open. Hey, Andre. And yes, kitties. It's nice meeting you, but I gotta bounce. Bye, Janie. Alright then, be safe out there, you two. You and Tabitha walk out through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin, unsurprisingly, more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Nod sagely. Shouldn't we be solving a mystery right now? A mystery? What mystery? The events of last night are pretty cut and dried. Like, come on. Is it more believable that the Shaw mine collapsed because of mysterious unseen forces, or is it more believable that it collapsed because it was a condemned mine that was unsuitable for human beings? People like Stella turn to conspiracy theories and the supernatural because they can't handle the truth. That our world is ruled by chaotic forces that don't follow any kind of logical pattern. Bad things can happen to good people, suddenly, and for no good reason. You can choose to accept that, or you can live in denial. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people and their trauma. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Out of curiosity, would you call yourself happy? Tabitha pulls back, surprised by your question. What did I just say? Yeah, I'm happy. Whatever. We're burning daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. I hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is a new blend ready? Of course. Fantasy, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Is Kanika okay? Of course. She just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a twinkling of bells. You walk up to the door of the tea room to listen in. Subtle. I know it took a little longer than you'd hoped, but this was fairly short notice. Sybil pauses a moment later, and you hear footsteps rush to the far end of the tea room. She and Tabitha resume their discussion, their voices hushed. You'd only make out bits and pieces of what they're saying. Is there... Yes, make sure this is all. Not inside. Outside, then. Don't assume you know... I know what I'm... Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Fantasy, aren't you? My name is Bo. Oh, crap. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. The policeman said he might just be hunting out somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone. And as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I might as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. He was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I could try to find him? You know what? Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is our prize pumpkin. She was a big lady, too. I'd expect she was at least 200-pound pumpkin? Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down the hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet with everything that's going on. You know what, he died on the northeast edge of town, off the Asgina Trail? Thank you, Fantasy. I appreciate trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. You know, I like him. I had a bad feeling about him, but he's actually nice. Yeah, it is almost October and Halloween is a-coming. Hence the horror game. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god. Hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. If y'all want, you can swing by. Otherwise, meet at the library and figure out a plan. I think I'm good. Just had a big fight. Not really hungry. Gonna chill in my van for a while if you want to hang out, though. Otherwise, see you guys at library. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. You know, I think this is a good stopping point for now. Thank you all for spending time with me and delving deeper into the mysteries of Scarlet Hollow. So, I'll see you again very soon, and hopefully we'll learn even more.